Hello, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to Grounded, my Q&A live stream where we talk about a little bit of Tesla news and then I answer your questions live. We have a little conversation. One of my favorite parts of YouTube is talking with all of you, and this is one of the best ways to do it. So let's start out. Please give me a little feedback on my mic and everything. I think it should be good. I make sure everything's ready to go before I get started. Today, Stephanie will be joining us in a little bit. I think she can hear me. She can come whenever she wants, but I'm going to text her when I'm done going over the news. So if you have any questions for her, she's not as big of a Tesla nerd. She's just like a normal person that sometimes uses a Tesla and really enjoys it. So it's nice to get her perspective. And I have to say thank you to my sponsor, Model 3 Part Shop. You can use the code DirtyTesla to get 15% off anything on their entire website. The link to their stuff is in the description if you want. After I'm done, after the stream is done being live, I will edit the description and put all my notes down there. So if you want to read more about anything that I cover and talk about, you can see links to all the news articles in the description after we are done. All right, so first of all, some of the stuff might be a little older. I haven't done a stream in a while, and there is some stuff I wanted to make sure I covered that I thought was important and you guys may want to ask me about and that I think I know enough about. Yeah, no dogs yet. Well, it's daytime. Normally when I record, it's late at night, so they're sleeping back there. We'll get them though. Okay, so first of all, Gigafactory 4 looks like it's really taking off here. It's going to happen. It's in Germany. It's really exciting. Gigafactory 3, if you don't know, is in China. It's done, and we're going to talk about that in a minute, but they started selling cars. So Gigafactory 4, we're getting some good drone coverage. People are going over there, and they're just flying drones around. Right now, it's just forest and needs to be chopped down after they get through all the regulations, but it looks like they're starting to get approval for the different things that they need to get that running. I don't know all the political stuff over there, but some guy who's important said something about this is a big opportunity for jobs for the younger generation. So that's really good. And like I just mentioned, Model 3 sales did start in China today on Monday. Of course, China is a few hours ahead of the US, but the Model 3 started sales there today, and this factory was only the factory only began construction a year ago or something like that, and there was a lot of crap from Tesla shorts and deniers and doubters that it was just a mud pit and this couldn't be done, it wasn't going to be built, blah blah blah. Well, now cars are rolling out of that factory. They're being sold. I think the first ones went to employees, but that's exactly what happened here in the US. The first Model 3s went to employees, and then they started going to the consumers. This is really cool. The Trans-Canada version 3 Superchargers are pretty much done. So just a few months ago, even a few weeks ago, you couldn't get from one side of Canada to the other using Superchargers. And of course, this was terrible if you wanted to be a Tesla owner, because in the US, we've had Superchargers across the whole country for a long time now. And in it seems like a matter of a month or a couple months, Tesla just, boom, puts out all these version 3 Superchargers all the way across Canada. So you get the really fast charging. You can make it from east to west coast. So great job by Tesla there. That was another really quick build out, kind of like Gigafactory 3. It's just so fast and it's crazy. And it seems like they did a really good job. So that's really exciting to the Canadians. Congratulations to you guys. And then the acceleration boost, again, this isn't all that new anymore, but with the all-wheel drive only, not the performance or any other trims, but the all-wheel drive Model 3, you can pay $2,000 and drop your 0 to 60 by about half a second. Now, the numbers on the website are a little misleading, which Tesla always seems to sandbag their numbers. So if they say their 0 to 60 is 4 seconds, it turns out to really be 3.8 or 3.7 seconds. And same thing here. They advertise you drop your 0 to 60 from 4.4 to 3.9, I believe is what they said, but really people are seeing, and if you saw my video, times closer to 3.7 seconds, and man, that kick is ridiculous. It's really crazy that the car gets that much more powerful. It was a huge difference. So if that's something you're into, I think $2,000, if you have it lying around, is not a bad deal. So we also have, Tesla has now 15,000 Superchargers open worldwide, which is a huge achievement. Of course, Superchargers are all over. Most of them are in the US, a lot in Canada. Europe also has a lot, but that's a great achievement there. This is pretty exciting news. It's not Tesla, but it's EV related. GM and LG Chem announced a 30 gigawatt hour factory, and they're making these batteries at under $100 per kilowatt hour. Now, that is supposed to be the magic number of EVs aren't so darn expensive for everybody. And so GM and LG announcing this, it's really big news. It's not any kind of threat to Tesla or anything, in my opinion, but it's great news for EVs in general and people who want to drive electric cars and be able to afford a cheaper one. Now, maybe it won't go 300 miles or anything, but I mean, if the car is 20 grand and you're buying an EV, that is a seriously cheap car to own because of the other savings that come along with an electric vehicle. And then this one, thank you, Many XD, laughing face, but appreciate the content. This is me giving back. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you watching and sending two pounds. Is that pounds or euros? I think it's pounds. Very nice of you. And I did, well, let's finish the news. So just the last one, two more things. Mud flaps. So Tesla announced this a while ago, but I forgot to cover it last time I did a live stream. This only went out to Canadians, but Tesla said that they're going to give a winter protection package, I think for free, like as a retrofit to whoever wanted it, but it only went out to Canadians, and this basically just included mud flaps as far as I'm aware. And I would hope and think they would give it to people in the northern U.S. as well. I mean, of course, like in Michigan, where I am, the climate is very similar to Canada. But so I don't know. That's pretty interesting. And then I haven't heard anything about it since they announced it. So if you have heard anything or Tesla's contacted you, let me know. But it's very nice of them. And, there's all the stuff with the rockers getting chipped and stuff. So I think they're trying to prevent that. And then the last thing, this is kind of about me and about, Tesla and the channel. I am attempting to start an official Tesla Owners Club. So Tesla has a program through the actual company of Tesla, and I don't know all that much about it, but you can start a club. And the Owners Club is responsible for kind of, spreading Tesla's message and giving test rides and even like interacting with like legislation and stuff. I'm not really interested in that, but the Owners Club is just to let normal people who own Teslas kind of help Tesla. And there is an owners club in Michigan, but I don't know. I tried to email the person, so you email them and you ask to join, and it's not supposed to be that big of a deal, but the person just never responded. And you can have multiple Tesla owners clubs per state, and so I figure I should just start one. I think the community is big enough. I have a lot of Michigan people who watch. I know a lot of, I don't know a lot, but I know some other Michigan Tesla owners, so I thought it would be a good idea. So just so you guys know, I'm attempting to do that. So that's it for the news. What was I rambling about that I was going to go off on? Well, whatever. So that's the Tesla news I have. So what I'm doing today, as this stream gets bigger, it gets a little harder for me to keep up with the chat. And of course I fall behind. So now that I'm looking at the chat, we're done with the news. I can just see there's so much, that has already been said. So I'm having Ben. You can see he's a moderator here. He's my newest patron. Thank you so much. He is sending me the questions through DM on Twitter. Oh my gosh, and he has sent me a lot. So let me just hold on. I need to bring this up. Don't open that. That's the wrong thing. Let me just go through some of the chat a little bit. Hello, Nick. Welcome. And then I will get to the list of questions and I'll start answering those. Let me also text Stephanie. She can come down whenever she wants. She probably will have baby with her. And that's why I think, I forget where I said it, but somewhere I said Stephanie will be joining us, baby permitting, because if she needs to eat or sleep or whatever. So Stephanie should be here soon. And so let me go over this chat and say hello to you guys and answer some questions. So I do try to make this kind of like a podcasty format. So if you're not watching live, you could just listen in the car or whatever. I may officially try to make it a podcast eventually, but I don't really know how to do that. So and I'm kind of busy with like a million things going on. So Joe W asked, Joe Winger, I think is how you say that, Wininger, has anyone noticed a loss in punch when flooring it after the most recent update? Well, Joe, I don't know what car you're driving. I would assume you drive the all-wheel drive. I have not, but you're not the first person that I've heard say that. And some people were speculating maybe Tesla made it, feel not as good to motivate you to buy the update. I don't really believe that, but It's possible. So, okay. And then also from Joe, he asked, any update when you will get hardware 3? No, Tesla has said that they, Elon Musk tweeted that he thinks that, he said that Tesla is going to really ramp up the hardware 3 rollout in Q1 of next year. So January, February, March. And I think it's true. It makes sense because they're going insane with deliveries right now. Like when I look at my the people who've used my referral code, which if you're here, thank you so much. It's like they are delivering so many cars every day. So many are getting ordered and so many are getting delivered. So they're really busy with that. And Q1, just globally, kind of everything slows down. So I think that would be a really good time for Tesla to focus on hardware 3 upgrades. And hopefully they do that before there's any huge functional differences. So of course I'm missing out on the visualizations, and I wish I could see the stop signs and stuff, but I mean, it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't allow my car to do anything. So, geez, the chat is, I'm trying to think of the best way to do that, to do this, to get to all the questions. So I think I will just go live in the chat to where you are. So let me tell you, because I have a little delay. So I see a rather small moose and Freudian are talking. So that's about where I am. And Manuel says yes. So I'm going to go to the questions from Ben that he has nicely organized for me here. I'm glad somebody suggested this and it was a really good idea. So thank you. Have you had any, also from Joe, have you had any phantom braking? Yeah, phantom braking does happen to me, but really rarely. Pretty much never on the highway does it happen. Actually, I was recording some stuff with Stephanie, and it happened like right when we started recording, so that was pretty funny. I also have, okay, here she comes, a teaser. Hello. I also have a teaser for you guys if you want to see the teaser. It's just, I don't know, maybe 15 seconds long, but it's really funny, and I don't know exactly what this video is going to turn into, but I think it's going to be something. Yeah, that's going to be loud for a second. Here, hold on.
It's going
to... Okay. I think it's going to be like a thank you video for my patrons, but I don't know exactly what the video is going to turn into. So if you want to see that teaser, I hope that's not annoying for them.
You should put it here for me.
I know I should have. I'm sorry. Oh, that's not live. I'm trying to see. Okay. There. All right. Is that good? Okay. Hello, Stephanie with baby. Here, we can lower this a little. They should still. There. They should be able to hear you as well. No problem.
There's baby.
Yeah. So, and the dogs are here and everybody.
It's one of them.
Oh, just Twix?
Just Twix.
Okay. Anyway, I need to start answering questions because I'm way behind. So let's answer questions. So yeah, phantom braking almost never happens for me. Will the baby be answering questions too? Says Tom Watson. No, baby will not be answering anything. She may scream at you though. GVYUU. Okay, quick question. Is Tesla aiming for 125,000 per quarter? I think next year they're aiming for 1 million cars delivered in 2020. That's what I think their goal is. So with Gigafactory 3 up, and there was also some news, I think came out today, that they're going to be producing way more batteries. Feed the baby. She just ate. She's all good. Baby. That's so funny. I'm going to be so distracted by this. The Gigafactory capacity of Gigafactory 1, they're going to be making a lot more gigawatt hours, which is like how many batteries they can make, basically. So people are thinking that 1 million Teslas a year is possible. So you include the Model Y coming out and the Model 3 and all that. So that's what they're going for. Ethan Dean, will you be going to Mars? I would love to go to Mars, but I don't think Stephanie would like that.
No, not allowed.
Okay, so no.
You have a child now.
Yeah, I have a child now, so she could come to Mars. First baby on Mars. Tonani, when will Nav on AP come to city streets with a sad face? I don't know. That's like the $1 million question. That's like billions of dollar question for Tesla. I think Q1 we're at least going to see early access people with it, and then people will make. People will make. This is so hard to keep track of all the chat and everything. Hello family, lol. They all think it's very funny. Hashtag feed the baby. You have a lovely wife and kid. Thank you, Henrik. Lots of baby emojis. I think we'll see early access in Q1 have the city streets, so stop signs and stoplights. It's basically like the gist of it. And it'll get leaked. There'll be videos of it. And then hopefully soon after that. But Summon, which still is not all that useful. But Smart Summon was in early access for like, I don't know, I want to say like a year. I mean, at least 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah, he's here somewhere. What is he doing? Oh, yeah. I haven't shaved because we're on break. All right. I have to keep up with the questions. Crazinator, I'd like to get thoughts on if Tesla will start charging for hardware retrofits. I think most people will agree that Tesla will be going through more hardware changes before full self-driving is complete. Well, the deal is that Tesla said if you buy full self-driving, you get the hardware retrofits. So now they said upgraded to hardware 3, and so you are paying for it. You pay for full self-driving, which is not cheap, and then they'll give you the hardware. They're not giving you the hardware if you have enhanced autopilot or whatever. You may need this live to see where you are. That's how you can adjust if you want to see. Hello. So you're paying for it. Now, in terms of hardware 4, which was talked about on the autonomy day, and then it seemed like Elon, thank you very much, yes, for the cute baby. You can interrupt me and just say, you can talk too, don't worry. It's very informal. Okay. I know, I'm like nonstop talking. They talked about hardware 4 on autonomy day, and Elon was kind of like, shut up. That's what it seemed like. He didn't want to talk about it. But they said it was just for additional safety. So as far as the cars getting more hardware, I think we'll see it eventually. But for now, no. I think they'll keep giving you your chips as long as it's compatible with the hardware in your car, like the cameras and stuff. Christopher Daly, what's the least expensive Tesla to buy? Well, right now you can get the Tesla Model 3 off menu. You have to call or email Tesla, and you can get it for $35,000. It goes 220 miles. There is no autopilot. The sound system is nerfed. You're missing some lights, and the fog lights don't work, and all this different stuff. So that's it, $35,000, and that's what it costs. And you have to pay like delivery and taxes and stuff. But it's not really worth it. Most people upgrade to the SR Plus for a few thousand more. You get more range. You get autopilot. I mean, like standard autopilot, so it won't change lanes or anything. But I would not buy the base, and I wouldn't suggest anybody buy the base. And that's true with most cars, right? Nobody buys the base. They're like starting at 20,000, and it doesn't have windows or wheels. Brody Bearn, I heard that there will be adding some superchargers in North Dakota. Is that right? Because there is no Cheevers there. I don't know what Cheevers means, but you can check Tesla Supercharger map, and they have where they're adding them. They have current and future superchargers, so that would be the best place to check for that.
Where's the next road trip? California.
Boston Mike. Oh, yeah. When's the next road trip? Oh. Probably like 20 years. I
can't read that from here. It looks like way
That's okay.
worse to me.
Here, I can probably zoom in for you.
Yeah,
There you go.
Probably can't do anything for a long time.
Yeah. Next road trip.
I want to go to California, but that would be a really long road trip.
We back Tesla. Get out of here. We can't stick around. Hope your family had a good holiday. Here's your $5 back. Haha. We keep passing that back and forth, and pretty much by doing that, we're just paying YouTube, which is stupid. Manuel, just for the 5 o'clock shadow. Thank you, Manuel. That is very nice of you. I guess I have to keep it. Baby likes it. She keeps grabbing it. And see? Oh, no. She's going to pull my headphones off. Okay. So, yeah, next road trip. We want to go to California. I kind of don't want a road trip there. It's so far, but...
It's too far.
Yeah. But with the Tesla, it's fun. Mm-hmm. Joey James, feelings on the Cybertruck. Do you plan on getting one? Yes, Joey James. I did reserve one. I do plan on getting one. Will I actually, when the time comes? That's hard to say. It's a couple years out. But I do plan on getting one because it's like the same price as my Model 3, but better in pretty much every way. It has the same range.
It doesn't fit in the garage.
No, it doesn't fit in the garage, but it doesn't need to. I don't really care. It can sit in the driveway. Then you can have the whole garage to your Model Y, which you'll have at that time. So, yeah, I do plan on getting it because it's way better than my Model 3 and the same price. Except I'd like the tri-motor one, which is really expensive. But I have the dual motor reserved right now. James A. Is the 2000 power upgrade transferable to a new owner if resold? James A. Yes. So what'll happen if you buy software upgrades from Tesla? If you sell privately, whatever configuration you have, that person gets it. So if you have full self-driving and the boost, they'll also get it. Now, it's a little weird what Tesla does, and of course for this boost thing, I don't know exactly, but I assume it's the same as full self-driving. What they'll do is when they offer you a price to pay for your car, they'll pay you as if it has full self-driving, of course, because you paid for it and that's an option, and they should pay more because you have that option. But then what they do is they remove the full self-driving from the car. And they sell it as if it doesn't have it. And if someone wants to buy it, so they like make extra money, but that doesn't really affect you too much. You got it?
She just dropped her rabbit.
This is so disorganized. Okay. This is not going to be the best for podcast people, but that's okay. I don't know. Does anybody actually listen to this after the fact, like on a podcast format? Let me know. All right, James Elias, can you talk about battery degradation in the cold? Looking to buy in Michigan. Well, hello, James. We are also in Michigan, and battery degradation happens for a few reasons, and I don't want to go over them too much because it's a lot, but mostly temperature extremes, and this is all in the manual, so read the Model 3 manual. Temperature extremes and charging extremes. So if you keep it at 100% or keep it at 0% for long periods of time, the winter isn't really going to matter too much. The best thing about Tesla batteries and why they last as long as they do is because they have really extreme thermal management. So at all times, whether the car is plugged in or not, as long as it has power, it's checking the battery temperature and it's keeping it in a safe range. Now, I think Tesla suggests not to leave it 24 hours outside at negative like 40 Celsius or something like that, which is also negative 40 Fahrenheit. But like, as long as you don't do that, you don't have to worry about it. I mean, for sure, Michigan, I keep mine in the garage, but there's a lot of people that park outside. You really don't have to worry about it. And for me, my car has 27,000 miles. It's almost a year that I've owned it, and it's still charging to 305 miles at 100%. Michael Corden, what do you think, out of 310 miles, in case you don't know. Michael Corden, what do you think full self-driving will cost when it is complete and really good? I think we're looking at probably 10 grand, somewhere around there. But they're always going to be, I mean, this is never going to be done. They're always going to be making it better. But once we get to stop signs and stoplights and it's like good, I would say somewhere around 10 grand. And then also eventually, you know, you're going to get like hands off and stuff like that. I think we'll first see hands off on the highway. Excuse me. And then we'll see hands off on city streets. That's far away. I think hands off on the highway, we're kind of getting there. But a rather small moose. That name is so funny. I've given a lot of test drives in my P3D minus Stealth. A lot of them want Teslas now. Yes, that's what happens. Problem is, lots of them live in apartments and can't get charges readily installed. What can be done about this? Well, if you've seen my Tesla challenge, I think it's like number 10 or something, where I tried to only charge off the 120 volt outlet. Based off that, I would I wouldn't do it. I personally would not do it. Now, if you really want it, I mean, the car is sweet, and I get kind of that like, oh, I don't mind going to a supercharger every once in a while and dealing with that. It's going to get old real fast. You're going to spend a lot of time at a supercharger. That's just the way it is. But the best thing you can do is, if they're in an apartment, talk to your apartment management people or whatever, and they may work with you to get something installed. If you have a 120 volt outlet, then sure, I would do it. It would suck, but I would do it. But with no charging, no way. James A. It's been said the 2-thumb reboot on steering wheel is identical to the off selection in safety and security menu. What say you? James A. I do not know. I've never heard that. There is the like brake pedal reset one, which I think is not different, but Tesla says it's different, but they say all kinds of things. So I don't know. That's a good question. We can try to test it maybe. Moses, I'm honored. I have a Model 3 long range, no full self-driving. I assume that's rear wheel drive then. My software is 2019.20.1, so I called Tesla. They said I have the latest software. How is it possible I am on the latest software? You are not on the latest software. I would keep bothering them about that. Go to the chat. I have directions. Look up my video, how to update your Tesla. In the description of that video, there's directions on how to chat. Just keep asking. Make sure you're connected to Wi-Fi and do all that stuff. But I've had an update get stuck before, and they have to push it to you. And like within a few minutes of me contacting them, they pushed it. Are you reading? Can you read these over here?
Oh.
Try to pay attention to those.
Cute baby, thanks.
Okay, yeah. And you can just, while I'm talking, respond to those.
Oh.
I think people will like that.
Okay.
Because these questions I'm answering are so far behind.
Okay,
They've been waiting
because
a
I
long
don't
time.
even understand those questions.
I know.
They
but
don't make any sense.
Yeah, I think we'll get to some that are better for you. How much depreciation do you think Model 3 will be once Model Y is released? Crazinator. I don't know. That's a good question, but I don't know. 20%.
How do I like the new autopilot updates?
You?
I haven't tried it yet because we have to put miles on my lease.
Yeah, that's been the worst. We've been using the Equinox a
You can
lot.
just leave it. It's fine.
Because It's way behind. We haven't been using it.
I've not driven the Tesla in a while.
Shh.
So
Nobody wants to hear a baby cry.
so I don't know if I like it or not, but I do miss the Tesla. So I'll have to drive it again.
We can alternate. Ethan Dean, I don't know if you already talked about this, but how do you feel about the new sound when going slow on the new models? I think it's so dumb and annoying. Actually, the backup sound is kind of cool. Like if I could turn it on and off whenever I wanted, just because it sounds futuristic. But the forward sound, I don't know, it's just annoying. Manuel, what headset do you use? I don't know, but I'll tell you later.
Shaman Entertainment is from Shelby Township and likes how their Model 3 handles the snow.
Yeah, it kills it in the snow. You haven't driven it in the snow yet.
I haven't. I'm too afraid.
Christopher Daly, where's the next Gigafactory? We talked about in the beginning. Gigafactory 3, which is done and now selling Model 3s, is in China. The next one, Gigafactory 4, is in Germany. Gigafactory 5, maybe another one in Europe, or that one could be anywhere because we could use another one in the U.S. as well. Bavia Kandpa, sorry, I hope I said that right. Goku versus One Punch Man, who will win? Goku, duh. Andrew M., do you think the Cybertruck and Roadster will be delivered on time? Cybertruck and Roadster's already late, so no. Cybertruck, I do think it will be delivered on time.
You want to stand up?
Do you see any more questions over here you want to answer?
Do you wish you had a Model X? Heck yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite one, but it's too expensive. Dan Gamachi, have you got the 50.5 update? No, I haven't. I can check live. What if I get my update right now? My car actually isn't even plugged in right now because our power went out this morning and oh, look at what the heck! It seriously says downloading. I don't know if it'll focus. No, it's downloading. It's 95% done being downloaded. That's so funny. Live on stream. A new update for the car. I mean, there's nothing fun. It's just bug fixes, but that's so funny. So yes, I do have the 50.5 update, but it's not installed yet. Is that a picture or a screen with a Cybertruck in the background? That's a picture. That's actually from Scent Wedge. If you've seen on Twitter, Minimal Duck, he takes really cool pictures and stuff. And I bought it from his website. And actually, I think he said 100% of profits go to some organization to help animals. So that was cool. So I bought it, and it's really cool. There's one size smaller and one size bigger than that. So I actually kind of wish I would have bought the bigger one, but I thought it's a good size. Ethan Dean, any plans on different types of contents, vlogs, games, etc.? Ethan, that's a great question. I think we will do some little vlogging things here and there. It's hard because YouTube kind of will punish you for going too far out of your realm. They will not suggest videos that they know you don't normally do. So it can be a little discouraging, but
what about tech? Or
yeah,
secret?
Yeah, no, I'm going to get to that. But so my plan for the channel has always been to start with Tesla and then eventually branch out into tech in general because I love tech and I love teaching about it and I know a lot about it and blah blah blah. And when I started the channel, I thought, I can do Tesla for a few months and then I can start branching out. Tesla stuff, I'll run out of content and I can't keep up with the videos. It's crazy. But I did just get the Mavic Mini, and I was thinking of making a review about that from the perspective of a drone kind of noob, because I haven't owned a nice drone like that, and I really don't know much about them. And I'm learning, and it's kind of harder to use than I thought. So yes, gaming, probably not, unless I just directed you to my Twitch or something. That could be fun, I guess.
Moses lives has an HOA community, and they sent a lawyer notice.
For what? Where is that?
Up at the top.
HOA community, and they sent me a lawyer notice August 2018 till today. I do supercharge. What the heck? That you can't have a charger for plugging in. HOAs are dumb. That's why we live in the woods. Elon, white interior versus black. What should I get? Well, you want to answer that one?
Yeah. White looks cool, but our friends have white. And
charging chats on YouTube?
Yes. And they said that they do see stains on it already, from blue jeans. So that really upset them. So if you want to play it safe, you might want to go with black.
I agree with that. A tech channel would be amazing. All right, Ethan Dean. Plus one for the drone review. Oh, and I'm also going to do that review of the baby Model S. That's so funny. I wish you could pick it up. It's sitting over there.
Yeah, no, can't pick it up.
It's kind of heavy. Okay. So, white versus... I agree. I love the white look, but I would just pick black. Also, it's more... If they were the same price, I'd probably go with white, but I try to be cheap as I drive a Model 3. Konstantinos Babotis. That's a sweet name. Do you think UN regulations will change soon? I have no idea. I'm not even exactly sure what you're talking about. But yes, they change all the time. Jack White, did you hear about these 1,500-mile battery rumors?
Dirty tech tips.
Dirty, yeah, I don't know. That's not a very good name. People will get the wrong idea. 1,500-mile battery rumors. Yeah, there's always rumors of that happening. And 1,500 miles doesn't even, there's no point. I think 500-ish miles is kind of where it makes the most sense. Maybe 800 miles, I guess. It depends on the car. So for a normal car for a person, I think 500 or 600 miles is more than enough. If you're talking trucking or a work vehicle, then I could easily see 1,000 plus miles, maybe 1,500, because then towing and stuff will bring it down. But yeah, I mean, there's always rumors, and maybe one day. Ali, question for Chris. Have you seen the UK Smart Summon restrictions? Oh my gosh, yes. So if you watch Tesla Driver, he's pretty funny. He makes some good videos. That was pathetic. This video, he's you know how you can do Smart Summon from, 200 feet away or whatever?
Yeah.
He's standing maybe 20 feet from the car and it won't come to him. And so then he takes a few steps forward and it still won't come to him. He's basically touching the car with his phone. And it finally starts to summon, but then he was in the way. Because he's so close, so it couldn't even do anything. It was ridiculous. But he found some kind of, I didn't finish the video, but he found some kind of hack around how to make it summon a little farther. Not as far as the US, though.
Fabio, they're whippets. Sorry.
That's okay. You're good. You can interrupt me whenever you want. Henrik Groenback. Have they fixed the car getting stuck in the left lane on hardware 2.5? No, they have not. And I will not stop complaining about it because it's super annoying. And if you haven't seen my latest Tesla challenge, first of all, please go watch it. I'm not going to do Tesla challenges anymore until they fix that. I basically said in that video, I'm done for now because it's so annoying. Brody Byrne, but I know I've already read a question from you, but I don't know how to pronounce that. Do you know when the Model Y will be getting released to the public to receive? Ooh, concern. This is a really dramatic question. It's got 2 question marks. No, but I think by Q2, there are some people kind of speculating maybe Tesla's going to surprise everybody and it comes out Q1 of next year, but I don't know. I don't think that'll happen, but you never know. Boston Mike. Dirty Tesla, next stream, set up a Streamlabs account. They take way less than YouTube from donations. Also recommendation set up TTS for donations, so they read out as donations come in. Makes the stream a bit smoother. Okay, I will do that. Copy. I'm going to paste your little comment. Oh, jeez. Maybe I'm not. Okay. Thank you for the recommendation. I will look into setting that up. Brody Byrne, that's how I'm going to say it from now on. Dirty Tesla, if you are on a road trip and you go from Supercharger to Supercharger and get there with 3%, is that bad? No, it's not bad. It's a little risky because... Scary. Yeah, the 3% is kind of scary because,
it's windy.
What channel? Oh, Tesla's Wild. He doesn't really post anymore, but he posts on Instagram. He actually just did a road trip and he missed his exit for his Supercharger and they were going to roll in with 5% and then they got there with 0%. So if anything doesn't go according to plan, She's
going to need a nap.
Okay, that's okay. You're just kind of risking it. Yeah, go ahead. I don't want to, if she starts screaming.
Baby needs a nap.
She's really loud. She's extremely loud. I don't want her to hurt you guys, so.
Bye, guys.
All right, Stephanie might come back after she's sleeping, if you want.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know any of this stuff. You're too smart.
No, but you're asking good questions. I mean, you're answering some fun questions. So.
Okay.
They like you here. So yeah, 3% isn't bad. It's not going to hurt your car or anything, but it's just risky. Okay. We need more videos with Stephanie driving. Curious how she likes the new autopilot updates. Okay, yes, I will. We will do that. We'll do one. We'll do wife. I don't know. You have to have a good theme. Gideon. Is Tesla really making a Coop that starts at $29,000? Thank you so much, Gideon. I don't want to move you ahead in the queue because I don't want... I mean, I really appreciate the donations, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to encourage... You don't need to pay me. I'll answer your questions. Just so you know. But sure, I'll answer it because it's all big and yellow. Baby gotta eat, more like baby gotta eat. Is Tesla really making a coupe that starts at $29,000? I don't know. I don't think that is going to happen at least soon. I of course could be wrong. I don't think it's going to happen soon because they're in the luxury segment, right? And I think they want to stay there. That's my opinion. But that would be sweet. That'd be sweet. We'll see. Yes. Yeah. So you wanted more new Stephanie driving. We'll do it. Can you charge your Tesla without a garage? Asked Darian. Yes, you can. The mobile charger that comes with the Tesla, or the wall charger, the one that's like hardwired into the wall that an electrician would install for you, those are both fully weatherproof. So you can park outside. It can rain, snow, whatever, and you can be plugged in. You can unplug. You can plug in while it's raining. It doesn't matter. You're good to go. So you do not need a garage to charge. I prefer it personally. I enjoy having my garage and all that, but you don't need it. Prince Turtle, that's a sweet name. Do you wish you had a Model X? Oh, okay, we answered that. Yeah, I love the Model X. Gavin, Kilo, just joined. So sorry if this was already asked. Have you tried getting Hardware 3 and how long will it be? Yeah, I tried. I kind of answered this, but not in the way that you asked it. I tried to get Hardware 3. I sent them a message, and they texted me back a little snippy, like, we will contact you, and we're going to put this on hold until you acknowledge you received this message. So I'm not going to bug them anymore. How long? I'm hoping it's like January. That's my hope. But hopefully Q1 at the latest. So like March. Kian, rate Yo Model 3 1 to 10. 11. I love it. There's nothing negative. I mean, I have no complaints. I really have no complaints. I'm like trying to think, like, I mean, I can be nitpicky about stuff, and actually my next video I think is going to be bug report, where I track the bugs that it has. But there is nothing about it that I would say like, oh, if only it did this, it would be so much better. There's just like nothing's perfect. So Malcolm Corden, didn't you experience bugs with voice commands after I say nothing's wrong? I did, in my review video of the latest update, the 2019.40.50 updates. But they work now. So last I checked, they seem to work fine. So I think it's server issue, like people were saying. Gary Chiang. Oh, we're catching up. I'm almost here on the questions. I noticed that when you leave autopilot on Mad Max, it will not switch lanes, but if you leave it on standard, it will go back to the right lane more consistently. Something you may want to try. Gary, that is not true for me. I have tried all the settings. I've tried everything. I use autopilot a lot. And so, I don't blame people when they see me complain about it in Twitter or videos or whatever. They say, oh, well, maybe you did this wrong or you should try this. I use autopilot a lot. And so when these little changes happen, they stick out to me. So my review video of I think it was 2019.40.1.1, like the first experience of that bug, I noticed it within minutes of being on the highway. Because I know how my car acts. I can like preemptively guess when it's going to change lanes and all that kind of stuff. So when it didn't change lanes, it was very obvious to me that something was wrong or changed. It doesn't have to do with cars around you. It doesn't have to do with your speed. It doesn't have to do with your Mad Max settings. I've tried it all. It will not get out of the passing lane. Now, I have seen the message on this update 2 times. It's been over a month I've had this update. I've seen the message 2 times. So it's possible, but it just doesn't for some reason. Christopher Daly, how do you protect the Tesla from cyber attacks, viruses, hackers? Seems like it's vulnerable. I'm not qualified at all to answer that, but it's not something I worry about. When you have these closed systems, there's all kinds of again, I'm not a software guy, but there's all kinds of handshakes and stuff where if you don't have all this special encryption, you're not going to be able to control anything. So it's pretty well protected. Theoretically, it's possible. I guess, and they have these little competitions where like hack the Tesla and then you'll get a prize, like Google does the same thing. And it's been hacked through the browser before, but I don't know, it's just not something I'm really worried about. Have you tried Never Wet Rain Repellent for sensors? It's worked well for me. Gary Chiang. Tesla specifically says not to do that, so I haven't tried it, but I kind of do want to try it. I'm curious, but since Tesla said don't, I don't want to. Do you guys want to see a teaser really quick? I do have a teaser. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. So I hope, here, let me just put it up. I assume you guys want to see it. Maybe our Teslas are just more Canadian. can you rent a Tesla? Here, let's... I just don't know if you'll be able to hear it. All right, here we go. There's a stop sign, but let's see, it should stop with this truck. Yeah, it's slowing down. But yeah, it's kind of like doing this. I don't know why, but you guys probably know. Oh, you want to see the stop sign warning?
No.
See? Look at
I don't like that.
It warned us. It said, don't go through that stop sign. Okay, hopefully you liked that. I need to adjust my mic settings. Okay, so that was so funny. Yeah, she did not want to test that feature. Okay, so hopefully the sounds are a little better for you. I had the mic, whatever, it doesn't matter. I had a different setting because Stephanie was here. Okay, so let's get back. There's a few more questions. Okay, Prince Turtle. That's such a good name. Do you still get Smart Salmon Smart Salmon with standard autopilot? No, you do not. You get no summon with standard autopilot. Standard, I should really make a video about this because it's such a common question. There are videos out there, but, I can add in my 2 cents. With standard autopilot, the car just stays in the lane and keeps speed. So like if someone in front of you is going slower, the car will match their speed and all that. And it's most of what you want. It's still really amazing, but you don't get the auto park, you don't get summon, you don't get, of course, the automatic lane changes or interchanges, taking exits, stuff like that. Konstantinos Babotis. Which Teslas do you own? Which Teslas? I wish I had multiple Teslas. I have the Model 3. That's it. Just the Model 3. We would love... So I have a lot of referrals, and I hope we win a Model Y. That'd be awesome. We love Smart Salmon. Yeah, we just have the one Tesla. We'd love to get a Model Y, but I don't know. It might not be in the budget. This stuff's expensive. It's pretty expensive. Henrik, any tips on how to afford a Tesla? Oh my gosh, what a great segue into this question. Well, it's such a big question. You really have to save, save your money. So this is my opinion. People will go about this differently. If the Tesla is out of your budget, which it was for us, it was like kind of barely out of our budget. So what I did is I saved for around 2 years, and I did that so I didn't buy the car cash. I couldn't afford to do that, but I was able to put a big down payment on the car. And what that does is I am very debt averse. So I do not like any debt. And I got, of course, debt for this car. But what I did is I got a loan with that big down payment and my loan. If something were to happen, if I lost my job or we couldn't afford the car for some reason, I can very easily just sell that car and pay off my loan and have money left over. The problem people get into with cars is when you buy them, they're worth less than when you buy them. So let's say your car is $50,000, you get a $50,000 loan. And then a year later, you lose your job and you have to sell the car. Well, you still owe, let's say 40 grand on your loan, but your car's only worth 30 grand. So you have to sell your car, but now you use that 30 grand to pay the loan, but you still owe them 10 grand and you don't have a car. So if you're going to stretch your budget on this one, it's not a usually good idea with a car, but if you're going to do it, do a big enough down payment so that when you sell the car, you can pay off your whole loan and be done with it. You don't want to get stuck with a loan and also not have the item that you got the loan for. Gideon, is Tesla really making a Coop? Okay, I answered that one. He was the very nice $10 dude. Greg, will Tesla slow your supercharger speed after X many kilowatt hours? I supercharge daily and have done 99% of my 30,000 miles at superchargers. Well, Greg, this depends on the car you have. So if you're driving a Model 3, I don't think that's been documented yet, but on the older Model S's, yes, after a certain amount of time, they would make your max charging speed less. And that's, for you and Tesla's benefit, is to protect your battery, because while it's looking like with the Model 3, you can friggin' put these batteries in a fire and they don't care. The faster and hotter you charge the battery, the worse it is for it. It's just theoretically it's the truth. Now, practically, it doesn't seem to be mattering too much. But yeah, I thought I was catching up with the questions, but you guys have so many, I'm not. But I'm having fun. If you're having fun, hit like on this video. I hate doing that. But if you are enjoying the video, please just click like really quick. It helps me. You know, I don't know. I don't know if the YouTube algorithm really cares about likes that much. I'm going to be honest. But yeah, if you don't mind, I'd appreciate it. Just in case. Brody, can you rent a Tesla from Tesla Motors to see if you want to buy one? Brody, you can't rent it from them, but you can go to a showroom and get a test drive. You can sign up on the website. And even in Michigan, they're not allowed to sell Teslas here, but we do have a showroom, and you can do a test ride. And if you're really, really serious, if it looks like you're actually going to buy, they a lot of times will give you the test drive overnight. So they give you the car to take home, and then you bring it back the next day. So that's what I would do. You can also rent them on Turo, but it's really expensive and not worth it in my opinion. Well, I don't know. If you're going to make like a $50,000 decision, I guess a few $100 is worth it. Okay. If you guys, I have breaking news. I didn't know if for some reason I wasn't allowed to share this with you. So if you know Vincent on Twitter, he's part of, so there's a new podcast, if you haven't heard of it, the Third Row podcast. And these guys are like extreme Tesla supporters. They're really cool. They're all really nice people. And they're actually going to have Elon on their podcast. I think sometime, I don't know when, but they're going to have him. Well, they've also invited, oh, hold on. Sorry. He's typing at me. Awesome. So he said that I will be on the Third Row podcast sometime in February. So Vincent has confirmed that. I just asked him to double check that he didn't mind if I shared it with people. It's not set in stone. I mean, I'm more than willing to do it, and they invited me. So yeah, just so you guys know, if you haven't heard of the Third Row podcast, check it out. They have some pretty interesting guests. They just had Sean Mitchell on, and Elon will be on there eventually. So that'll be fun. I hope you guys all enjoy that. Okay, so back to the questions. Can you rent? I'm Lance TV. Are you getting a big snowstorm tonight? No. We had a big rainstorm, and our power was out this morning. But no, we're getting a little snow tomorrow. The west side of the state is getting a ton of snow. I think they're getting like 8 inches. Big, fat chungus. Will you be getting the Roadster version 2? What the heck? No. No. Oh, maybe you're thinking of referrals. I unfortunately entered the referral program later, when it was, they didn't give cars anymore. Like, man, if I had my car a little earlier, I would have enough referrals for 2 Roadsters, which would literally be life-changing. That's like way more than what my house costs. So that would have been amazing. But will I be getting a Roadster? I won't be buying it. I could never afford that, but I shouldn't say never, but I can't afford that right now. But I could win one, which I would immediately sell. I mean, I'd drive it a little bit, and then I'd sell it because I can't afford the taxes on it. Miles Bortman, why did you say the Roadster was already delayed? Didn't Elon originally say 2020? He did, but it's not coming in 2020 from what I'm hearing. It's probably coming in 2021. Arya, what do you need to get normal summon? You have to buy full self-driving at this point. If you can find a used Tesla with enhanced autopilot, that's probably a little, it's a lot cheaper than a new one, and you'll get summon with that. But to buy a new Tesla, you have to buy full self-driving. Crazinator, DT, how far out do you typically do your vids before they release? Just curious. I don't know if I should tell you guys this. It depends on the type of video. So if I'm doing something that's like in the news and kind of like relevant at the time, I will sometimes get it out that day or the next day. So especially with update videos, if I get an update, I will film it. I will put a hold on almost everything, and I will film it and put it out that day or the next day. Because if I put an update video out a week later, nobody cares anymore. Other videos, it'll be like a week or so. But just the style of my channel, and that almost like this style that we're doing here, where I just kind of talk to you guys and teach you stuff, and like, or you teach me, or we're just talking about something. It's easy enough for me to just talk to the camera and edit some stuff, some nice clips to make it more entertaining to watch, and put it up. So usually it's a few days, but sometimes it's more than a week. It really depends. I'm usually editing and uploading as I go. Brody, can you pay your Tesla in full cash? Me personally, I cannot, but you can do that if you want. Yes. John, not allowed to sell them there. Yeah, in a lot of states, it's actually illegal to sell Tesla vehicles because Tesla doesn't have dealers. And this is a huge topic that I'm not an expert in, and I don't want to get too much into it. But there used to be, there's a law that the car manufacturer has to have a dealer that, like, Ford doesn't, you don't buy a car from Ford. You buy it from the dealer, and Ford sells it to the dealer. So you're not a customer of Ford. The dealer is Ford's customer. And so there's no direct sales allowed in Michigan and a lot of other states. So when I go to the showroom in Michigan, they can test drive, they can tell me all the stats about the car, but they're not even allowed to talk about the price. They will just say, oh, just go to the website. We're not allowed to talk about it. So hopefully that gets changed eventually. But if in Michigan, if I want to buy a Tesla, I have to go to Ohio or Illinois or somewhere, some other state to pick it up. EDK. So what did you go through to buy your Tesla? Oh my gosh, this is such a cool question. I should make a whole video about this. I'm gonna write that down. That's such a good question. Oh, I'm missing. Because it's a huge question. I will try to very quickly answer that for you. Well, I was obsessed with Tesla for a long time, and I really wanted one, but couldn't afford one. And then I saved up, like I said earlier, and the Model 3 was affordable. And I was looking at inventory cars, and so I connected with a sales advisor over email. And unfortunately, I don't think he works there anymore, I hate to say, but he was there for a long time, and I sent him a lot of customers. Anyway, I emailed him at like 10 o'clock at night or something, and he responded within minutes. And he was like, oh, happy to hear you're looking for an inventory car. This was, again, February 2019. He's like, here's 3 that I told him I would like dual motor, but I don't know if I can afford it. If I could get rear wheel drive, I have to have long range, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, here's some cars. And he sent me my car in that first email with all-wheel drive. It had enhanced autopilot. It had the 19-inch tires, which I didn't want. And I was like, if I can take those tires off, that price is insane. I mean, it was like $2,000 or $3,000 off. And it's still like, I could not buy the same car cheaper still to this day. And I don't know. I was like, am I actually going to do this? I couldn't sleep for days. So it was a long road to owning a Tesla. I had been obsessed for a long time. So can I have one of those imaginary roadsters? Yes, sure. Imaginary, you can have that. Me. So that was Ben. John McClelland. Mud flaps are cupped or concave facing the tire. Notice they collect snow. Have you noticed this issue? Took mine off. Well, yeah, that's kind of what they're supposed to do. Yeah, they collect snow, but the snow is just sticky. I don't think anything's wrong with that because that surface where the mud flap is also concave, so you'll get snow building up there too. I don't think anything's wrong with that. Arya Sarukai. What is the average price for 0 to 100 charging in a supercharger on a Tesla Model 3 Standard Range Plus? That depends on a lot of stuff. Some states, they charge you per kilowatt hour, so per energy that you take. Other states charge you per minute. Oh, thank you for the likes, by the way, guys. I saw them go up, a little bit. That's fine. That's good. Just kidding. I did see them go up, so thank you so much. Other states charge you per minute of being plugged in, and that has to do with the laws. So I would say it's probably, I'm going to guess, somewhere around $20 or something. I don't know. I don't have a Standard Range Plus. I also don't pay for supercharging because of the referral credits I have. But something like that, maybe $18. Maybe someone else can answer that better. Tom R. Hello, Tom. Dedicated subscriber. You've been around a long time. Dirty Tesla just got here, so sorry if this was already asked. Anyone else have your phone app showing another software update? I already have 50.1. Yes, actually, earlier in the stream, somebody asked me. It's 50.5. It's just bug fixes. And somebody said, do you have 50.5? And here it is. I don't think this focuses, but I'm clicking the oh, I hit the mic. Ooh, but I have my little shock absorber so it didn't blast your ears. I clicked install. So now it's installing on there. So yeah, 50.5. Just bug fixes, nothing too exciting. Can you do a stream in your Tesla? If you mean driving, we've done it before and I can, but the connection, kind of goes in and out. And so it makes it laggy, which is lame, but yeah, I mean, if you want me to sit in my car, I could, but the audio won't be as good and the lighting won't be as good. Tai, Dirty Tesla, how are you? I'm great. Tai, thank you. How are you? I mean, my last couple of videos didn't do that great, which whatever, it goes up and down. It's fine. But I thought we were going to hit 1 million views in December on the channel, and we're still pretty close. It's possible, but it's probably not going to happen. So if you guys want to help with that goal, when you're done with the stream, go watch a couple videos. Put them on in the background while you're cleaning or something. That would be awesome. Elon, Dirty Tesla, the UN, EU regulations prevent Europeans to have the good features. Oh, yeah, Americans have, and also the summon features. What are your thoughts about old people ruining our features? Yeah, that's really stupid. You know, I shouldn't get too into it. The EU is very strict, so I'm not that surprised. But, you know, if in the U.S., I mean, we have these features enabled in the U.S., and there's an accident every, like few months or something, ridiculous, involving autopilot. It's just, I could see if in the U.S. right now, there was an autopilot accident every other day, and people were like flying off the road because autopilot didn't work, or they were crashing into buildings or crashing into other cars. But like, the fact is, it's safer to use autopilot when you're being a responsible driver. If you're using autopilot and you're sleeping, that's not safer. But you could not have any autopilot or cruise control and sleep. You can still make that mistake. You can still do something stupid. I think, wow, we're at 150. Welcome, everybody. Just answering Tesla questions and having conversation about cool Tesla stuff. Usually I aim for this to be a half hour, but you guys have so many questions, I don't mind going over. So will they change? I think they'll get there, but I don't know what they're waiting for. I really don't know how any of that works. Like, why now can they have smart summon, but it only goes like 2 feet? It's very strange. I love saying this name. Constantinus Babotis. What's your long-term job? I'm a molecular biologist, and I do vaccine research. Adzaloni. What sort of mechanical keyboard is that? Cherry Blues. I don't remember. I bought it a long time ago. I love keyboards, and I love typing. So it's a really nice one, but I can't remember. I'm sorry. It's whatever the loudest keys are. Whatever. I used to know like all the stats about mechanical keyboards, but then when I picked this one and never needed another one, I stopped being so obsessed. Whatever the loudest keys are, that's what it is. Dirty Tesla, what program do you use to edit your videos? I use DaVinci Resolve, just the free version for now. My equipment is like the cheapest equipment that I can possibly find. I think I'm caught up on the questions. I'm going to go to the live chat now. So, Ben, you can stop sending me. I mean, you can still send them if you want, but you don't need to anymore. Arya Sarukai. My leased Model 3 Standard Range Plus does not have HomeLink. I would like to know what HomeLink is and if there is a reason that it is not coming. So, Arya, Tesla removed HomeLink as standard, and what it does is it automatically it's like a built-in garage door opener. So on your screen, if you program your garage door, a little pop-up comes down, and you can like click to open or close your garage door, and also you can make it automatic so that when you pull up to your garage, it'll automatically open your garage door and you can pull in, and then when you leave, it'll automatically close it. Now, it's bugged, and this is coming soon, I think in my next video that I hope to put up today, but I need time to edit, so I don't know if it'll happen. For me, and I don't see many people complain about this, so I don't know why. When I back into my driveway, it will not auto-open. When I drive into my driveway, instead of being in the reverse gear, it will auto-open. And same thing when I leave, if I drive away, it won't auto-close. But if I back up, if I'm reversing away, it will auto-close. If you want to add it to your car, mobile service will add it for you, and it's a $300 upgrade. I think you just go on Tesla's website and you buy it, and then they come stick it in your car. So, okay. So now I'm on the live chat, so this is fun. So we're doing really good here. Check Tesla owners online. We have lots of sponsors that will give you a test ride. I think HomeLink is when you get within range, it will automatically open your garage door or anything else. Yes. Yeah, and you can, that's another good point, is you can program it. I think you can program it for 3 doors. So if you have like a 2-car garage, and then some people have like an extra, I mean, not me, but some people have like an extra garage door somewhere else, it can be programmed to open any of those. Happy birthday to whoever's birthday it is. Christopher. Is that how you spell? That's funny. That's what HomeLink is. Cherry greens. That's what I have. Happy birthday. Yeah, HomeLink is $300. An idea on how to get in line for hardware 3 upgrade. You would proactively put in a service request for end of January for something, and then for the next month if it does not happen. I'm not going to do that. I think they'll contact me when they're ready. I do know that Tesla does Wow, 170. Hello, people. Tesla does watch this channel. I mean, not like they talk to me or anything, but I know that they're aware of it and they take actions based on things that I do. If you saw my early reveal, I did a Smart Summon video like when it was still in early access, and that guy lost his early access within like an hour or two of the video going live. I felt really bad, but that's the risk we took. He took. You know, I talked to him about it. So, will you ever stream on Twitch? I mean, if you guys really want to watch me game, I've been playing Borderlands, and I'm really bad. I don't have that much time to game. But I try to, and if you guys really want, I will give you my Twitch. It's kind of a different online alias, and I like to keep those separate, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, I can game, that's fine. But I'm bad, so maybe that'll be funny, though. Sorry if this has been asked. You guys don't have to be sorry. You can ask as much as you want. Have you received 50.5 yet? If so, any idea what they changed? I received it during this stream, actually, and it is bug fixes. That's it. It's just bug fixes. iOS or Android, and why? I use iOS, or what the heck? I use Android because, well, back in the day, I liked it a lot more because it was more open and everything. But I don't know. It doesn't really matter anymore, in my opinion. They're both fine. Crazinator, I've had an issue with backing up with Homelink. Anyone else? Yep, I just talked about that, so hopefully you heard. Lamau. Arya, if auto steering is off, will the car try to adjust lanes if we try to switch lanes without indicator lights? If auto steering is off, the car won't do anything, but will the car try to adjust lanes if we try to switch lanes without the indicator lights? If you try to change lanes without using the turn signal, the emergency lane departure assist might kick in to keep you in your lane. But normally if you have enough force on the wheel, it won't. But sometimes it'll push you back. It's more if you're like drifting. It thinks you're not paying attention. May I ask where Steph is? Stephanie, where are you? I don't know. She's upstairs somewhere. How much do you think the full self-driving will get? It's at 7K now. I answered this earlier, but I think 10K we're going to see eventually for sure. When will it go up? Well, with the next update, that gives us stuff. So I'd say by the end of Q1 is my guess, but I don't know. Just notice the Patreon board behind you. Maybe you should plug that elbow to the ribs. Yeah, those are my patrons behind me. We have the different tiers. This is supporter tier, Autopilot 1.0, which is full. That was a limited edition. Only 10 people can be in that. Autopilot, enhanced autopilot, navigate on autopilot, and full self-driving at the end. I have a link to Patreon in the description, but you do not need to be a patron. I really appreciate my patrons. And I'm going to make them a video soon that's only for them, but I just don't like to ask. Oh, here she is. Hello. You're eating? Are you saying that? No. They just asked where you were. We're about to hit 200 people. Wow. That's a lot. I will sit here off camera and eat. Just sit here on camera and eat. No. Okay, well, she's here. If you want to ask her questions. Twitch, yes, please. I'll do Twitch. All right, they want me to play games. So now I can... So, like, if I have to edit a video, I, like, tell Stephanie, like, I really need to edit this video, and I come down here and I start playing video games. No, I'm just kidding. But she'll... No, it's not true. I will... She'll, like, kind of take over anything she needs help with, and she's like, all right, go ahead and edit. So now I can tell her I really need to go play video games for Twitch. You guys are really going to have to, like, send the Twitch donations, though, for that to be justified. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. I will do Twitch. My name on Twitch is... Here, I'll just tell you. There, I typed it. It's Daegu Master. The Daegu is a little pet. That's my gaming alias. And like I said, I like to usually keep those separate, but that's okay. You may find other things about me online if you search for that name. If autopilot is... Oh, I already answered that. Can you help with the cool TTS and stream pop-ups on Twitch? Oh, can help you. Okay, Nick, thank you. I would love to see you game. All right, why a Tesla channel? Shiv, that's such a great question. Shiv, one of the main reasons that I started the Tesla channel is because I wanted a Tesla really bad, but at the time, well, we didn't live on dirt roads, but I knew we were moving to dirt roads. And seriously, one of my questions was like, thank you, Tai. I don't know if I said thank you. You said, love your videos. Love your videos. You're like Tesla for dummies. Well, thank you. I try to make everything very simple. I like teaching. So, and I knew we were moving to a dirt road, but I legitimately wasn't sure if the car would like handle dirt roads. Like, I knew it could drive on them, but would it get ruined? Would it mess up the cameras? Like, would the cameras always be covered in mud and make the autopilot useless? So that was part of the reason, but also because I really like Tesla and I really like YouTube. So getting a little away from Tesla, I've wanted to do YouTube for a really long time, but I never had anything kind of catch. I never really found an audience, and I knew Tesla was a very hot topic that a lot of people like to talk and learn about. So I used that to my advantage, and here we are. We got to play GTA 5 and use the in-game Teslas. Okay, we will do that. Ryan Sloan, glow sticks. I don't know what you're talking about. Cybertruck, all right. Okay, I already answered that. Do you ever do meetups in Michigan? I honestly, that's KK. I don't want to organize it. Like, that's to be honest. If there's a meetup, I will try to make it, but I just don't feel like organizing it. Now, if I do start the Tesla Owners Club in Michigan, I will probably do that. Can you get your wife to do another Tesla challenge? She said fine. But now it gets stuck in the right lane, or the left lane, which is so annoying.
When they fix that, I will.
When they fix it, then it's never going to happen. They're never going to fix it. Has your Android done some weird stuff since the update? Chance. No. Do you mean with my Tesla or in general? No, my Android has been fine. So now it's not just baby gotta eat, it's also wife gotta eat. I gotta keep that meme going. People like that. That's funny. Welcome to anyone that just joined. Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm losing it with the chat. You guys are talking so much. Since you live in Michigan, are you close to Rich Rebuilds? What? Isn't he in like Texas? Pretty sure Rich Rebuilds is in Texas. If auto steering is off, the closest YouTuber, the person that's closest to me, I think is Matt from Tech Forum. He lives in Illinois. I think he's closest. Well, there's also Tesla Evangelist. If you've seen him, he lives in Grand Rapids, but which is still hours away. But he doesn't really post much anymore. So, if auto steering is off, will the car? I already answered this. Arya, no. I mean, it'll try to keep you in your lane. I did answer that already. If auto steering is off and you try to change lanes without the turn signal, it might push you back into your lane. Yeah, I think that's my Twitch, Ben. Let's hope. What? Just put it on the floor and the dogs will lick it.
Ew.
Yeah, that's my Twitch. So thank you, Ben, for linking that. Have you noticed the voice feature on the latest update only works intermittently? I find I have to give a command numerous times. Tony McEwing. You did not watch my video. Yes. It was very buggy for me, but now it seems to work. So here, let's see if you're looking good there. You're in the frame. Hope that your wife tells you that you have beautiful eyes. Thank you, Mitchell.
You have beautiful eyes.
Thank you.
Hopefully our daughter inherits them.
Oh, Gideon, love you in Smallville. Thank you, Gideon. That's so nice of you. I get that comment so often. Nicholas Howard, if auto steering, oh, okay, I did answer that. You just jumped up 10 followers on Twitch. I did. That's so funny. Modesty Minecraft server. Yes, Nick. I started a Minecraft server back in 2012 that I did give away, and it's still active actually. Still active. People still play on there. That was so much fun. Sometimes HomeLink thinks that I don't want the door to automatically close when I leave. Sometimes that happens after I use the button on the wall in my garage. Sometimes just cuz. Yeah, it seems kind of weird to me. Wade, since you drive on dirt roads, have you noticed any paint damage to the rocker panels? Many vehicles have a plastic rocker panel. Yeah, I've covered this in some videos a while ago, and I do have like some paint kind of, I don't know if you'd call it chipping, but like some little paint speckles missing. Can you talk a little about the lane swing in the last challenge vid? That was very interesting and surprising to see. I seen comments about your acceleration being a factor, etc. So, oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, they can watch the dogs. So that was really weird. I've seen where autopilot. So if for people who didn't see the video, go watch Tesla challenge number 14. It's at the I think 17-minute mark or so. When getting onto the highway, my Tesla like swung way wide and it went into the other lane like without a turn signal. It wasn't supposed to do that. It was supposed to get on the highway, and then if it wanted to change lanes, it could then turn the turn signal on. But it swung into this lane and came back and fixed itself. So some people were thinking because I hit the accelerator. Now the car was merging onto the highway at hey, shh, you gotta stop. You gotta play quiet. So like they know what I'm saying. The car's merging onto the highway at 35 miles an hour, which is way too slow. You can't, I mean, the speed limit's 70. So I stepped on the accelerator to get it up to maybe 65 or so. I then let off the accelerator and the car finished merging, and that's when it swung out. So I've seen it where it kind of will over swing a little bit, but never that dramatic where it goes flying over a lane line. So dogs are so funny. So I don't know what caused that. I had one comment recently, I think today they commented it, that said something about how the car was calculating its trajectory based off speed. And since I had changed the speed, that maybe was some type of bug. And I thought that was a good guess, but there's no way to know for sure. Mitchell is updating now to the latest bug fix. Okay, I'm almost caught up. Oh my gosh, maybe not. I am going to, I hate saying this because then you'll see all the viewers drop really quickly, but I'm going to finish up the questions and we're going to be done because this one is, I mean, I love talking to you guys, but it's so long. And for people later that come to watch the recording, are you watching her? Yeah. It's like, they're like an hour. I don't want to watch that.
I'll sit here so they stay.
With your creepy smile.
You can look at my face while Chris answers the questions.
Let me know when you stream on Twitch. I do it a bit myself. Well, click that notification bell. I'm just kidding. Does Twitch have a notification bell? Have it all set up myself. I'd be happy to help you. Also get you affiliated. You need Tesla emails. That'd be cool. You need a meetup manager organizer. Yes, Jennifer. Somebody do that for me. Nick, I hate to say I keep ignoring your comments to catch up because you could just message me if you want. TESLA by Finian Bannon. I'm not from Michigan, but I might drive up for a meet if that's not a problem. Haha. That would be fun. Did you see there was a new update today? Yes, bug fixes. So super exciting. You guys are the best. Thanks, Arya. You too. I don't think RR is in Texas. I think Rich Rebuilds is in Texas. Rich is in Rhode Island or somewhere on the East Coast. Okay, well, Rhode Island is not that close to me if that's where he is. I thought he was in Texas. I don't know. I don't know why I thought that. Do you get ping-ponging in the lanes on Hardware 2.5? I do a bit. What?
Don't mind me.
He's on the East Coast is what. Oh, Salem, Massachusetts. Oh, he's in Massachusetts. Okay, I used to live there, but no, that's like 12 hours away, so I'm not that close to him. Does speech recognition work for you now? Yeah, it seems to be working for me now, but
yes, Massachusetts.
Yes, Stephanie has confirmed. Rich lives in Why isn't he here? He should be in this stream talking with us. Do you think Tesla, do you know who that is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's why you're laughing, because you know he has like 600,000 subscribers. Yeah, and he doesn't even know who I am.
When I asked you who was the biggest YouTuber for Tesla, you said him. So.
Yeah, I think it's him. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I think has the most subs. Tai says, hi, Steph.
Hi.
Shouldn't Tesla have a garage opener built in? You have to pay. No, it's not broken, Aria. It's a $300 option, which mobile service can come install.
Oh, no.
Is this you too, Instagram?
It is.
It is, yeah, that's my Instagram. Yeah, you guys are going to find all my other accounts. That's so funny. Yeah, I don't use it anymore, but yep, that's me. What is this? Oh, it's Rocket League. So, supporter, autopilot 1.0, autopilot, hands autopilot, nav on AP, full self-driving. Yes, those are the patron levels. How good is your internet in Michigan?
I can answer this.
Go ahead.
In Michigan, overall, it's fine. But we live in the middle of nowhere and are in a very unlucky spot where we don't have any internet providers except satellite. So Chris rigged some janky thing in the attic.
I have a video about it.
Using the hotspot with AT&T, and that's how we have internet. Otherwise, we would have no internet. It would be a problem.
No. Okay, I got rid of my note there.
Only here for the dogs.
Only here for the
Ben,
dogs.
that's not true.
Here's if you want to see our janky internet setup. There you go. Doggos, only here for the dogs. Dogfight. Oh, stop playing. Hi, guys. Oh, Tai. Oh, I didn't see these. Sorry, guys. Tai said, when will Steph do another solo drive? You want to do it this week?
It's supposed to snow.
Oh, perfect.
No.
You guys want to see Stephanie driving in the snow with my not snow tires? Stephanie solo autopilot trip, please. Oh.
Okay.
All right. Oh, just because Nick said it. Just because Nick said it.
You gotta give the people what they want.
Guys, I'm falling behind on the comments again. I'm sorry.
Can Chris sit in the back seat?
No.
But it's scary.
What am I going to do in the back seat? Then Violet will be there, so you don't want that.
That's true.
Only here for the dog. Okay, I've caught
I get
back
to go
up.
shopping.
Okay, you could go wherever you want. But you got to go on the highway.
Okay.
I just finished watching Challenge 14. I watched all your vids, and I'm hoping to get a Tesla soon. Thank you so much. Who's your daddy? DFS. You tricked me into saying that. I appreciate that you watch my videos. That's awesome. I hope you get your Tesla soon, too. Corruptor, not listening at all. Too busy watching the dogs. Greetings from Hungary. Cool. That's part of why we did it at this time, so some Europeans could come. I have a 10-month-old golden doodle.
Aww.
That's cool. Do you think a 520 outlet is good enough for charging, or do you feel 1450 is the minimum? I think 520 is pretty good. I personally drive a lot, so I think 1450 is I wouldn't say it's 100% necessary for me, but it's like 80% necessary for me. I think a 520 is great. Actually, I think especially for like normal days, my biggest concern is like any off days where things happen unexpectedly. I would hate to be stuck with, like, especially if it's your only car and you like, let's say you get home with like 20% and then someone's like, oh my gosh, you need to go to your parents right now or do something far away. Like, oh, okay, let me go to the Supercharger for a half hour really quick. Like, that would suck. They are whippets. I don't know if you answered that. Hello from France. Hello, France.
Wow.
Also,
Hi.
hi, Steph.
Hi, Ty.
We stan Stephanie. What does that mean?
I don't know. Maybe he meant to say we want Stephanie? I don't know.
Not even close.
I know.
What about the new rumor? New 100 kilowatt Model 3. I'm so jealous. I would love that. That'll be like 400 plus miles if that's true. Which makes me think that they're going to have the new Model S and X are going to be more than that even.
Ed K is correct. You will be on for another 30 minutes because you answer every question with like a whole story.
I can't help it.
Part 2 of the podcast will be ran by Steph. That's right. Let's get this moderated right now. That's fair. Steph's going to do a solo drive. Meet up at the Schwartz Creek Supercharger when it opens. That sounds like a lot of fun. Update to you feel like red light and stop light warnings come up more.
Yes.
Yes, he tested one on me. It was terrible. I was scared. I'm from the West Coast. Lots of charging to get there. Yes. Rich Rebuilds is in Massachusetts. Yep. Maybe Elon will show up if you did a meetup.
Yeah, right. I think he's mad at me.
If it was in Flint, maybe.
Did you know he retweeted? So he retweeted a Tesla Roddy article with my video, and then he deleted it. So I think he's mad at me.
That was not him. It was someone else's moderators. What are your financials for your insurance? Tesla insurance is a lot. How are you doing it?
No, it's not. It's cheaper than my Ford Focus, actually.
But it depends on what state you're in.
But Michigan has some of the most expensive insurance, so.
Uncle Rich replied to my spam on Instagram, so hey, might drop by if you ask. Ooh. I think Uncle Rich and my dad would be best friends.
Oh, yeah, they would. There's my insurance video. I just sent it.
Ouch, thanks. Oh, Uncle Rich, he keeps saying the same thing over and over again. Gideon, we heard it. Scroll down.
He's spamming again, just like he did to Uncle Rich.
See, now if you drive 10 minutes north of my house, I have 500 downloads.
Oh, I'm going to come over to start uploading my videos. I'm so jealous of that.
Starlink internet.
Yes. It's like satellite internet, but without all the drawbacks.
Sweet. Yeah, you're not the only one, Mr. Who.
Yeah, you gotta say their names.
Well, Jennifer, thank you, but
you gotta say the comment because we're way behind the one.
More Stephanie videos, please. Loved the pregnant drive video she did. I will not be pregnant again soon, hopefully, but I will try to do another video for you.
Our speeds with our internet setup will be like 50. Well, lately
40.
It's been closer to 30.
And we have to reboot it lately because we get throttled.
Yeah. Wow, Nick, very cool of you to have fast internet. Okay, sorry, I thought I saw something I wanted to answer. Oh my gosh, you guys. Chris goes in the front. Female Tesla driving experience, see?
Okay.
Stephanie's going to make a video.
I got you.
Ben, I do not go in the frunk. Ed K, I hope the Model Y has all updates, all done, kinks worked out. They're not going to throw in the 2,000 speed increase, but yes, I think it will. I know, that's going to be weird.
We could live with that. 17 down, 2 up.
Yeah.
It would suck, but I feel you.
How old is your daughter?
She's 5 months.
I used to have 1.7. That's not good. What video editor do you use? DaVinci Resolve. Oh. Greetings from Germany too. What up, Germany? Oh my gosh, Gideon. If auto texted twice.
Oh.
Jeez.
More like 4 times.
Yeah, come on, Gideon. We don't believe you.
Can't blame auto text on everything. Hello from the Netherlands.
Hello. Time isn't too bad for Australia. It's 6:15 a.m.
Whoa.
Wow, well, you are dedicated. Hello.
Man, this day is already over.
Yeah. A lot of Europeans here. Yep. That I will try to do. So my normal time for these is Tuesdays at 9:30 Eastern. I'll try to do a Saturday every once in a while.
Oh, the baby's awake.
Okay. Tesla is mean, and all they want is money. Come on. That's every corporation ever. Shouldn't they think of have a garage door opener built in? The reason it's not built in is because it used to be, but the licensing for the home link is incredibly expensive, and they don't want to pay for it unless you're actually using it. So they pass the cost on to you. That's why.
We didn't know what Stan means, but it's like a huge fan or something.
Oh, yeah. Like from Eminem, of course.
Oh.
Yeah. Chris. Yeah, that's why he's all upset now because, yeah.
All right, I'm going to go get the baby.
All right, bye. We're going to wrap up here.
Goodbye. I will try to do another driving video soon, but it's scary.
Tesla money. Bye. Thank you for joining.
Yeah.
I have a 40 amp 240 vac charger installed in my house. Keeps the car ready to drive anytime. Yes, that's what's up. You need the huge charging. Steph, I need you to convince my wife to get a Tesla.
I'll put out another video.
All right, she'll put out another video. What car did you have before you got the Tesla? I had a Ford Focus. It was actually, I liked it. You can if you want. If you could change one thing about the Tesla, I want a heated steering wheel. That's what I want. Can you help me convince my dad to get a Model X? It's very expensive. You should not convince him to get that if he doesn't want it. Have the canceled the New Year's fireworks yet? I love fireworks, but understand it when the dry conditions out here in Colorado, U.S. cancel it. Well, it's been raining here in December, so they're not going to cancel it here, I don't think. You're awesome. Arya, you're awesome. For anyone who missed the link earlier, twitch.tv. Let's make a pool of the Tesla price drop after the tax incentive is toast. Remove the latest price increase. I don't think they're going to drop it again. That's my prediction. I swear. Okay, Gideon. Oh, about your auto text. That's funny. You're going to need a lot of super chats for the acceleration upgrade. I know. I'm not getting it, you guys, unless literally you pay for it. That sounds so bad. If super chats paid for it, I would get it, but don't do that. It's not I don't need it. True Rex is getting a Model 3 next year. Awesome. Love your channel. Question: if I leave my iPhone in my Model 3 cup holder and leave the car when I come back in, the car triggers Apple Pay on my phone. That's because the NFC reader is by the cup holders, so that's why. Are you going to get Tesla Solar? I would love to get solar, but it's a little too expensive for like what you get in Michigan. We don't have a whole lot of sun here. Bye, Steph. And there go the dogs. Yeah, they followed her. I mean, if she doesn't want to drive, I'll do it, Lamau. But you're not a girl, so no one cares. Goodbye. Look forward to seeing Stephanie Tesla drive videos. OMG, yes, heated steering wheel. I saw a video that said he tried it, and the heated steering wheel is there. No, it's not. It's not there. I want massage seats. Yeah, that'd be cool. Where you get the Boring Company hat? Amazon. Link in the description. Just kidding. It's not in the description. This hat is actually really low quality because, like I always tell you guys, I'm friggin' cheap. And I bought it was like $10. I bought the cheapest one I could, and it's not all that comfortable. Take my money. Stop it, Nick. I wish there was a return button. Whoa, there's a Boring Company hat on Amazon for $100. That's crazy. I'm trying to find you the hat I bought. Only 1,999 $2 super chats to go. Yeah, okay. I don't know. I don't know where the hat is, but that's okay. Hat. It's not there. Smash that like button, by the way. Thank you. What are your thoughts on the Cybertruck? I love it and I want it. I hated it at first. Are you looking forward to Starlink internet in 2020? Yes, I am. I have a heated steering wheel, but none of the other Tesla features. Yeah, I mean, it's worth it to not have the heated steering wheel. I want it, though. I'm not sure. The conditions have been better for the last week. There was a time earlier this month it would have been. Ah, my math. All right, guys. That's it. I caught up. Thank you for joining. Like I said earlier, I really appreciate all of you. Did I say that? If I didn't, I do appreciate you guys so much. This is a lot of fun. I love answering your questions. I hope to see you and talk to you in my next videos. The next whatever live stream will be in I don't know, a couple weeks, maybe 1 week. I aim for every 2 weeks, but it gets a little thrown off depending on what's going on around me. And yeah, that's it. We're very close. I'd rather have ventilated seats over massaging seats. Yeah, that's true. I would like ventilated seats as well. We're really close to 1 million views this month, so if you want to share my videos with anybody to have the entertainment and Tesla learning, please do that. Help me out. Help the channel. But if not, whatever. It's been a great month. It's been a great year. Thank you all so much for your support and subscribing and all that. And I will talk to you wherever you want, Twitter or whatever. So thanks again. See you guys around. Bye.